There will come a time in your life where silence becomes deafening, where every noise, every distraction fades, and all you're left with is your doubt, the weight of defeat, the sting of broken dreams, the ache of being left behind. These are not just passing moments, they're tests. When you lose all hope, that's when life whispers the hardest questions. Will you stay down, or will you rise from the ashes of everything you thought you'd be? Because the truth is, no one climbs from the pit of despair with motivation. They claw their way out with grit, with silence, with tears, with choices no one sees. It's when your hands are bleeding and your soul is tired that you discover who you are. Not the version the world claps for, but the version that fights in the dark when no one is watching. You see, people talk about hope like it's a spark, but when you're drowning, hope doesn't feel like fire, it feels like absence. And in that absence, your real battle begins. You remember everything they said: you're not enough, you won't make it, this is too much, and maybe you even believe it, just for a second. But then, something strange happens. You breathe, and with that breath comes a choice, not a loud one, not a grand one, a quiet, trembling decision. I will keep going. That's not just courage, that's resurrection. That's where champions are born, not in stages or spotlights, but in broken nights when quitting seems like mercy. You wake up, maybe still broken, still empty, but you move. You put one foot in front of the other. You don't wait to feel better. You don't wait for someone to save you, because deep down, you finally realize, no one is coming. And yet, that's not defeat. That's freedom. Because now you know, it's up to you. The power is yours. When you've lost everything, you've got nothing to lose. That's when you become dangerous. That's when you become untouchable. Because you've walked through hell, and you kept walking. Pain didn't stop you. Fear didn't kill you. And doubt became your fuel. You start building in silence, brick by invisible brick. You become your own hero, not overnight, but daily. You make promises to yourself and you finally start keeping them. Your word becomes law. Your presence becomes power. You rise, not because you never fell, but because you chose to rise again and again. That is the greatest victory. That is how you rewrite your story. The world may never apologize for what it did to you, but you don't need apologies. You need progress, and every inch forward, no matter how painful, becomes your revenge. Not to prove them wrong, but to prove to yourself that nothing, and no one, can break what's built in fire. So the next time you lose hope, remember this: the darkest moment is where your new life is born. Let the world count you out. You're not here for their approval. You're here for your evolution. And that starts now. Get up, show up, burn the excuses, light your own fire, because you are the storm they never saw coming.